Sir, anything you'd like to say?
I apologize for my mistake. I don't have to do it again and I'll never return.
That's a lot of alcohol. You know that?
Yes, sir.
12 months probation. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law or ordinance. If you change your address, your place of employment, or home telephone number, you must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume any one of those. Kratom, poppy seeds, and CBD oils are prohibited. Consuming food or other items containing those substances will be deemed a violation. You're to submit to chemical testing, PBTs, and ETGs twice a week. I'm sorry, bi-weekly for 4 months. If you're clean, I'll make it then monthly. You're to attend AANA twice a week until you're in treatment. I'm ordering outpatient treatment. You have to keep going to AANA twice a week until you're in outpatient treatment. Let me see your proof that you've been doing that so far. And then you're going to go to the victim's impact panel as well. So let me see your proof.
I have it on here.
Not good. You didn't go, huh?
I was doing like online.
You don't go. No, you're not doing that. You and I wrote in person. You just bought yourself a couple more days on the court work program. You had a high breathalyzer, a blood draw. You take me this seriously, you know where you're going to end up? You know where that door leads to? Where?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they come and get you and they're going to take you. I'm telling you, don't play with me. I knew you weren't going to go. That's why I asked you for it. I knew you didn't go. You better start today, AA twice a week, in person. Got it?
Yeah.
Who said you could go by Zoom?
Nobody, I just,
You didn't go by Zoom either. You just tell me that because you weren't in person and you didn't have a signed sheet. You're going in person twice a week until you're in outpatient treatment. Once you get in outpatient treatment, you no longer have to go to AA or NA. 6 days jail, credit 1, serve 5. You just bought yourself 2 more days on the court work program than I was going to give you. 5 days court work. There's a $35 a day charge for that for a total of $175. Pay fines $300, costs $250, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, $675. You have 60 in screening fees for $735. You have $240 in probation fees for $975. You have cost of recovery of $225 for a total of $1,200 plus your court work program fees of $175. That equals $1,375. You may be eligible for early discharge. If you violate, you can get 93 days. I'm going to make a note here. Did not attend AA while on bond. And then I want to show you what I'm going to do. And I'm telling you, I'm going to write this down. I'm going to take this little highlighter you see, and I'm going to highlight it. And I don't care if you violate one time, you're going to jail. You don't defy orders like that. You understand what I'm saying? You're too busy. You've been unemployed. How could you be so busy you're not going to AA? Ask yourself those questions. How much can you pay today? $100 today, and then how much a week or bi-weekly?
Because we were thinking 100 a month.
What are we're not a bank over here. I mean, I'll do that, but $100 a month beginning April the 1st. You better get some work. Aren't you working? Big, strong guy like you're only 32 years old. What do you do all day?
I understand.
It said you do side jobs, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How much do you make doing side jobs?
It's still season, not much.
Well, then why aren't you working at a job, a steady place of employment where you go to work every day and you go between 7 and 3 or whatever, 3 and 11 or
I'll start with you.
you don't want to be broke your whole life, do you?
Nope.
You may be eligible for early discharge. I wish you well. Grow up. Comply 364001. A and B. Officer, your name?
Officer McCardle.
Officer, raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury the testimony you've given these proceedings will be the whole truth self you got.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
On March 2nd, 2026, at approximately 21:32 hours, officers Jarmo, Miley, and Hunter were dispatched to the Flat Rock Mire in reference to a male with a knife threatening an employee. Upon arrival, officers Miley and Hunter made contact with the subject inside the front entrance of the business. Officer Jarmo arrived and made contact with the complainant / victim, Jeremy M. Roos. Contact with the victim. Roos stated that he is the manager of the store and was alerted by an employee of a suspicious male that had entered the store. The employee advised that the male had a knife on him as well. Roos was able to locate the male, later identified as Michael Teets. Roos began to stand in the aisle near Teets and observe his actions and to identify if he had a knife on him. According to Roos, Teets began to question Roos why he was standing near him in the aisle and why was he watching him. Roos informed Teets that he was the manager and he was just walking around the store. Teets accused Roos of watching him and he positioned himself into a fighting stance while staring at Roos. Roos advised that Teets had puffed out his chest and clenched his fist while speaking and staring at Roos. Roos stated that he observed the knife on Teets' person. Teets never reached for the knife, brandished it, or threatened to use the knife on Roos. Roos stated that he was nervous that Teets would use the knife against him, however, and he left the area out of fear of being stabbed. Roos began to contact the Flat Rock Police Department to report the male inside the store. Roos further stated that he went to a different location in the store while he was on the phone with the police. Another employee approached Roos and informed him that Teets was asking for him as he was going to mess him up. Roos stepped outside of the business to wait for the police to arrive. Roos advised he wanted the male trespassed from the business and he would like to pursue charges.
What business was this?
This was Meyer, Your Honor.
All right, based on your sworn testimony, I find that the crimes of disorderly person, public intox, and assault were committed, simple assault. There's probable cause to believe those crimes were committed by the defendant. I'm going to authorize the issuance of the complaint and the warrant on those charges. You'll just give me 1 second. And Mr. Haynes, your appearance.
Thank you, I'm Joe Haynes, that's Michael Teets.
Mr. Teets, your name.
Michael Teets.
All right, for purposes of arraignment, how does he wish to proceed?
We wait for formal reasons.
Entering a not guilty plea on both of these. Sir, I'm going to advise you of your rights. You do have the right to remain silent. You do not have to say anything. If you say something in or out of court, whether orally or in writing, it can be used against you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You don't have to choose to submit to questioning with law enforcement officials, but if you choose to, you have the right to be represented by your lawyer at that questioning and again at all subsequent court proceedings. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a court date, March the 19th. That will be your pretrial date, March the 19th, and that will be at 10:15. Does your client have a record?
He had a OWI from 2024, he tells me successfully completed probation on.
Anything you'd like to say regarding bond?
I think that's all he's got. I know this is quite a serious charge. He doesn't have any money, does side jobs, can't come up with much as far as bond. Doesn't sound like he could come up with more than $100 to get out. And I think that this court's now in session next week, and then here in the Flat Rock case, the 19th. So he would be stuck in custody until, it's my understanding, he's got a court date next week, Judge Bassett. And so it's got a personal bond on the 12th. Under those circumstances, I asked the court to consider a personal or very long bond.
Officer McCardle, anything?
To the courts, Your Honor.
You cannot leave the state. These are your bond conditions without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume alcohol. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume marijuana. You're not to purchase, possess, or consume illegal controlled substances. You're not to possess any firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons. You're not to enter the property address at 26100 Vreeland in Flat Rock or any other Myers store. You're not to have any contact with employees of the Flat Rock Myers store. You're not to have any contact with Jeremy Roos. You cannot write, phone, see, text, email him, or have anybody else do any of those things for you or on your behalf.
Okay.
You're to
That's not a
attend
problem.
AANA twice a week. That's to be in person. You're not to possess firearms. You're not to possess dangerous weapons, no knives. So no contact with Jeremy Roos, no contact with prosecution witnesses or employees of Flat Rock Myers. And you're not to enter or go near 26100 Vreeland in Flat Rock or any other employees of any Meyer. No alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs, no firearms, no dangerous weapons, no knives, no alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs. I'm sorry, I'm not giving them a personal bond. 4,010%. You have to post $400. Your court date is March 19th, and that will be at 10:15 in the morning. 10:15 in the morning. So you can make some calls. And they'll let you do that, but you're gonna have to come up with $400 to secure your release. If you want a court-appointed petition,
He's filled out.
okay, good enough. And then make sure you give them an AA verification if you post that bond, officer, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks. Give me 1 second here. Is Mr.
Well, I'll take it over.
Is Anthony Momston out there?
Yeah.
All right, because I want you to explain something. Bring him in. Mindy Elaine Momston, 25B 722-119.
And on behalf of the people of the ACES 538.
I need Mr. Momston brought in.
Bringing him in.
Your name, Mr. Darren?
Nicholas Darren on behalf.